we're on stage 8 of the Harpy right now. There's an event going on to get additional rewards, a lot of good rewards. Plus, they just increased the drop rate of all of the legendary gear. Comments on my video said that they couldn't do this, that it wasn't working for them to even do stage 7 as free to play, and I'm doing it at stage 8, and I don't have any legendary gear on any of these heroes you see right now. There's only one higher stage at stage 9, and now that they increased the drop rate, we're getting legendary gear drop rate, not just the fragments to go forge it. We're getting the actual gear to drop with it. Not 100%. It's like 50%, I think, maybe even a little bit higher, that we're getting that legendary piece along with the fragments to go forge gear. So I'm getting a crazy amount of gear. This does work. You just have to be really mindful of what's being hit by this feather barrage. That's the most important thing. In just a second, she's going to do her feather barrage. I'm going to slow it down, and it's not going to hit the tank. It only hits these two on the right. Now, when I bring in a melee person to say take the place of Varash here, they'll run up and be right next to my tank, and then the tank and that melee person will be the only two people taking that feather barrage. It sounds great because nobody else is being hit, but the tank can't take that. If the tank was getting hit with it, which he's not right there, it was only my two back people on the right, along with this ability she's doing right now, and then the orbs, we just can't take all that damage. It just does not work out. Let's see if we get a legendary piece. Yeah, there we go. Legendary along with some fragments, and lately I've been getting 6 fragments. 5 and 6. All we need is 5 to make an actual piece. Let's go to redeploy and look at what I've got here. And this is the setup, right? This is my free-to-play setup. Let me know if you have a better one that you're using. And be mindful, it's really different if you have legendary heroes, or maybe if they're a ranged hero that stays all the way in the back. There are some legendaries that don't move forward, I've seen. And if you move forward, you might be within the barrage. So let us know your setup, help people out, let them know what's easy, what's not easy. But what's happening when I run it with Dane instead of Varash, because he's just too good, right? Too much healing to help us all out. And we've already got a crazy amount of healing in here to try to stay alive. I ran it with Dane. He was never landing the decrease attack, so we were just taking a lot of damage. My adventurer got really close to dying multiple times. The way to counteract that, if you're having issues with it, of course, eat food. I haven't eaten any food on this. Eat some HP food, eat some defense food. And then for your healers, go and get the attack speed, the skill speed, because that 2-piece set for the skill speed will increase it to 40. It's 20 each. And what that does is that lowers the cooldown on all your skills, your battle skill along with your ultimate skill. And if you can get that down even a second, both of these down like a second and a half, 2 seconds, in a long fight like this where we're fighting all the way to the end and every single heal counts, it's going to be monstrous. It's going to help you out. I think that's the best gear for a healer, best gear for support. Get that gear that makes it so you get back to your skills quicker. It's probably the best gear overall, but for support for sure. And then you can also get skill haste on this rune. So right now I could have 46 skill haste on her if I wanted to go back and re-gear. And then on this one, same thing. Make sure you get that gear if you're having trouble keeping everyone alive. It's going to make the world of difference. Put your food on. Make sure you're keeping up with going over and updating over here for the additional effects we get for the 3-man bonus. Make sure you always have a 3-man bonus. It's one of the most important things in the game, and you'll be able to make it through here. I mean, I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it on free to play, and you can see my heroes. Epic gear here. We've got rare relics. We've got rare gear on some of my people like this. Rare gear, rare relics, maybe an epic relic thrown in there, some epic gear. Nothing fancy, nothing that what we should have, right? No legendary gear yet. And even our artifacts aren't leveled up that high. We've got +6 for artifact, nothing too fancy at all. And we're able to make it through here. Now, when I did run it with Dane, again, it got dicey. This guy got down low quite a few times because he's one of the 2 taking the barrage. And that's what does the crazy amount of damage. But I hope this helps everybody out there. Make sure you're farming it right now because these rewards are insane. I hope you saved up some stamina. Well, it's to this day forward, right? Every time you go farm for legendary gear now, the rate is increased. We're always going to get a chance to have a legendary piece drop as well as extra legendary fragments. And to me, it looks like double the amount of fragments are dropping. And this event is just too good. We're going to get a legendary skill scroll. We're going to get the food like we always do. We got food right here, and I need to farm this because I need gear. I'm really behind on gear, so this is great for me. That's all I've got, everyone. Hope you're doing well in Grave of Venom. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the love and support. I will see you guys all in a video soon.